Hello. Today, something happened. I was sitting as usual, and there were thoughts, there were emotions, there were um, physical sensations, tensions in the body, in my back, for example, or so all the usual things. And I was asking, I was questioning everything, questioning. Well, they say in non duality to ask, who am I, or who it is that sees, who it is that thinks those thoughts, or things like that. And I was doing that, and obviously I thought, am I doing this right? Am I asking the right questions? Am I whatever, whatever? So as I was sitting, after asking all those questions and looking for what's behind all of that, or I sort of felt like something, a space in me. I would say it was in the center of my body, although it was not physical. It was not a physical sensation, yet it seemed to have a location. It seemed to be a small thing in the middle of in the center of my body. And that thing, it was not a thing, it was not a tangible thing. It's not a sensation either because you cannot touch it, but it seemed to be a space, or yeah, maybe the space would be the yeah, space would be the best description. Although it wasn't physical, it didn't have a tangible, I could not touch it. It was not related to a specific organ in my body. It's just like an energy or a space. But it had a location though. And I'm gonna try and get back to it. It's like a space or a thing where it's kind of neutral. It has no, I would call it peace. It's peaceful, but not peaceful in a excited way, or not peaceful in a positive way. It's just peace. It seems to have no positive or negative touch to it. And what's crazy is that even though it's really subtle, it has no sound, it makes no noise, it's not loud, and yet it's more there than the thoughts, the physical sensations, or not that it's more there, but usually, like before that sensation or that sense came, the thoughts were loud as usual. And I'm used to that now, and it didn't even annoy me because today the thoughts were not so annoying. They were just random thoughts. So the thoughts were there. They were not annoying, but they were there, and I had tension in my body. And sometimes I could see emotions come up when certain thoughts came. But when I focused my attention, yeah, that's what I did too. I tried to focus. I was like, okay, if I'm not my thoughts, if I'm not my body, if I'm not my pain, if I'm not my emotions, where do I put my attention? Where do I put my focus? What is it? Who am I? What is me? I was asking those questions in my language, in French. C'est qui je? Who is I? Who is me? And so that tiny little thing in me seemed to be my being, I would say. my sense of being. And I thought, well, if I had, for example, an accident and lost my legs, my arms, if I couldn't speak, if I couldn't, whatever, I still could notice that thing. So I focused on that, and the more I focused on it, it seemed to expand. Not that it expanded, but my awareness of it, I was aware of it in a bigger space, in a bigger location, always around the center of my body. And what was amazing is that after my meditation, I felt really calm and more present, more joyful. Like, yeah, it helped calm down the thoughts, but also it's like it took more space than the thoughts. And now I understand what they say. I heard that from Adyashanti. Actually, I printed it out. It feels like this thing, it's not there when you remove the thoughts, because it's there before, but it's not in time. It's a sensation, or it's not a sensation, it's a, I understand why they struggle with words and non-duality. It's so hard to put into words. So it seems to be prior to the words, the thoughts, the body. And that's why it is so much more, it's so hard to explain, so much more important, or so much more real and present. It's so clear and so present that the thoughts seem irrelevant in comparison. Yeah, so it gave me, yeah, I've meditated a few hours ago, but it gave me, I felt more present in what I was doing, more joyful, more at ease. And now I see the benefit of having recorded videos, because I'll have this video to remember and go back to it when needed. It's so easy. And I was like, oh, I should try and keep my, I should try and sense this thing while I cook dinner for my daughter, or while I speak with her. But that was not necessary. I don't have to be super focused on that thing or that sensation all the time for it to have visibly impacted my day. See, now a few things that I read and hear in non-duality videos make sense, but not all of it. I'm not enlightened here. I still see a separation between me and all that. But then again, in my mind, I could probably foresee that maybe eventually that sensation would expand more and encompass everything, maybe, or maybe not, whatever. It doesn't matter at all. It's like a stillness. It's like nothing at all, actually, but it's so hard to explain. It's like nothing. It can't be described. It's nothing. It's just And then I could see my ego say, oh, you found something. It's going to give you great insight now, and you'll be awakened in a few days or weeks, and it'll help you figure out everything and find solutions to problems. And that's not relevant. That doesn't matter anymore. That doesn't matter at all, because it's only right now, and solutions are always in the future. It also feels like I don't feel like doing anything. I don't mind doing things though. Like I had to make dinner earlier for my daughter and I. It didn't bother me. I often hate cooking and making meals, but today I didn't care. And right now I just feel like stopping this video and keep just being there. But I wouldn't mind having something to do. If something comes up that I have to do, I'll do it. But now it's Saturday, it's spring break, so we have a week off. And right now, I don't feel like doing anything except being there. I see what they mean when they say it's not bliss, it's not ecstatic joy, it's just, ouch, it's just being. It feels good though. Definitely feels better than suffering and then anger and fear. So that was my day 16 experience.